Hey there. So today this is a video about my DIY electric skateboard. This was made as a small project that I was working on for a while, and it wasn't made to be the prettiest electric longboard out there. It was kind of a goal for myself to make it out of spare parts that I had lying around and a few hours of 3D printing and man hours that I had to put in to make it work. So here you are, and enjoy. Here's a close-up of the electronics box. As you can see here, there's a battery as well as many connectors. And I'll break this down further so you can see inside. From what you can see here, there are many batteries, 3 to be precise, each a 3-cell LiPo. On the right hand side there is a VESC, which is a designated electric longboard ESC. We went through many different variations, originally going from an RC car ESC to trying to make our own, to now the VESC, as nothing else would work. The VESC allows us to add braking, which will then recharge the batteries. As you can see on this side, there's a red wire sticking out of the box. This is a key. This key can be removed, and that will disconnect all power from the device. It is an anti-spark XT90 connector. This box for the board took a long time to design, as it is made to match the profile of the board. The board has a small concave incline to the actual deck itself, as you can see here. It also has a dovetail type design where it goes up on the back to hold the back truck. This made it also very difficult to design the box. As you can see inside this box, that has to be a lot of space to hold all the electronics. However, it needs to be mounted onto the box securely. So, this SolidWorks design was made to be as snug to the deck as possible, and it was also made to be as compact as possible while fitting all the electronics inside. The motor mount was another part that was very difficult to design. We went through many different variations to finally make one that would actually work perfectly. This is our first version. This is just a small part to see if our angles are correct. It fit on, and it held and locked snug. However, this part wouldn't exactly hold much. So, what we did is we expanded our design to be a motor mount itself. This part would fit on to this side, as it was very snug. It did not fit very well. So we decided to expand our measurements and make sure that it would fit properly. Our second variation is this part here. This part fits on, and it fits snug and locks in. However, it's too shallow here for the wheel to actually sit. So, what we did is we cut down our design again to this part. And this part fits on very snug, gives us enough depth for the wheel to fit on, and allows us to lock down with a screw. As you can see here, this is an actual motor on our motor mount, and this is our final design. It fits on properly with more than enough clearance for the wheel, and then we decided that we needed to have two. So this is where this design comes into play. This allows us to have two motors running in series with both wheels being powered. On this side, the profile is slightly different, which needed for a slightly more round hole opening. And then, if you see on the actual longboard, there is a bracing bracket that goes between here and a shield. Here is the motor mount on the longboard itself. This is the bracing bar that I was talking about earlier, and the two motor mounts. This here is a shield that protects the motor from any oncoming damage. The motor sits in here and is mounted thoroughly with some bolts. This wheel also has a cog here, as you can see, that is driven by a belt that connects to the motor itself. I bought these wheels specifically because they could have things put through them, as you can see here. The other wheel is a better explanation of what these wheels look like. As you can see here, there's holes in the wheel itself with a plastic core and a rubber outside, allowing for parts to be fit in here. Hence why I chose these wheels to be used on the project. As you can see here, the remote independently controls the wheel. Also has braking. By pulling back on the remote, it allows you to brake the wheel. So that was my DIY electric skateboard project. If you have any questions about this project or previous projects, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. Thanks for watching.